Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about the Lost in Love series, guys. We'll be talking about an episode that will be coming on our way pretty very soon in the Lost in Love series. Guys, please don't go anywhere, watch the video to the very end to find out what is next for Savi. Guys, the Lost in Love series is actually taking a new form. Why kill Ishan? Seriously, I'm heartbroken about the turnout of events. But notwithstanding, let's find out what is going to be next up for Savi. But before I continue into the video, guys, if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. After 7 years of leave, Savi is shown as a teacher teaching her students in Mumbai. She describes the story of Ganeshivya sound drawing from his birth, then Shivji beheading him and fixing an elephant's head instead, and why Ganesh Chaturthi is celebrated. So after the class, students' parents praise Savi's unique style of teaching. The principal introduces Savi as a newly appointed teacher, while a parent asks Savi's full name. Then Savi says she is Savi Basal. The principal then says these are newly admitted parents and she wants Savi to clear their doubts. Savi then says, "Sure, madam." While in another scene, Isha waits for someone at a cafe. Then Shantanu calls her but she doesn't respond. He calls her Savi's mother and she responds and asks why is he shouting. Shantanu then says he is shouting Isha since long and when he called her Savi's mother, she turned immediately. Isha then says that is what her identity is now, and then says the matchmaker Shifali didn't come yet, and due to her late coming, good alliances for Savi may be lost. The DJ plays loud music, then Isha panics and holds her head. Shantanu asks the DJ to lower the volume and asks Isha to relax. Then Isha says whenever she hears loud music, she remembers bomb incident and losing her son. Shifali then calls Isha and says she won't be meeting her today. Shifali says they are her clients and she can't ignore them like this. Then Shifali says she is going to meet a boy who is a perfect match for Savi. He is Niraj, who is an investment banker, a teetotaler, a vegetarian, non-smoker and non-drinker, and he liked Savi. She sends Niraj's profile. Then Isha likes it and hopes Savi also likes him. She opens the fortune cookie and gets a good prediction and hopes Savi's life changes soon. Back to Savi's scene, a student parent praises Savi's unique style of storytelling to children and asks how many children she has. Savi says all the children here are like her children and her life is incomplete without them. But then Isha calls her and asks her to come home soon as she wants to relay a good news to her. Shantanu and Isha reach their apartment building and get into the lift. Isha says she will get Savi ready so well that the boy's family will not reject her at all. They get out of the lift and hears the neighbor playing loud music. Then Isha feels headache again, while Shantanu hurriedly opens their flat door and asks Isha to ignore the neighbor. The neighbor, Mrs. Taka, does a Gaba dance with her oldest team on Kamriya Ritari Kamriya song. Then, Isha then says she will teach a lesson to the neighbor today. She walks to Mrs. Taka and switches off the music. Then, Mrs. Taka asks who switched off the music. Isha says she did. Their argument starts, then Isha switches off the music and Mrs. Taka switches it on. Isha then says she can't play loud music in common areas. Mrs. Taka then says even Isha keeps her book reading section in common area and disturbs others. Isha then says she doesn't know the value of book reading. Mrs. Taka then says even Isha doesn't know the value of music. She believes in life and let life philosophy. So their argument continued. Savi asks Isha to let it go and says they will put cotton in their ears when Mrs. Taka plays music, and Mrs. Taka will do the same when Isha keeps a book reading section. She takes Isha from there while Mrs. Taka continues to taunt them. So back home, Savina notices a sari and says it's very beautiful. Why didn't she bring it for her? Then Isha says they had visited a cafe today where she found a cheat in the fortune cookie that all her predictions will come true today. Savi then asked if she called her for this. Then Isha says she found an alliance for her. The boy is an investment banker and a perfect match for her. Savi then asked if she informed him that she is a widow. Then Isha says she informed everything. Savi then asked if she informed them that she cannot be, but Isha stops her and says she informed him everything. She asks Savi to go and wear this new sari. Then Savi wears the new sari and, looking at Ishan's photo, says it has been 7 years since she separated from him. Everything has changed in these 7 years, but she is the same as he left her. A bit happy and a bit sad. Create stories. Even Ayi is trying to fulfill the promise made to him and finding an alliance for her. They are happy as he wished, but every day she thinks why he gave such promise to his parents. His Ayi suffers from frustration and depression each day. She doesn't mind someone rejecting her, but she can't see Ayi in pain. She doesn't want to marry, but can't explain it to Ayi. Shantanu walks at her and says not only her Ayi, even he wants to see her life settled. He asks her to get a smile on her face and meet the boy for everyone's betterment. Savi is unable to smile, so they reach the restaurant to meet the boy's family. Shantanu then says they came 30 minutes earlier again. Isha then says they got a table because of it. She notices Mrs. Taka in a nearby table and gets angry. Savi and Shantanu then calms her down. Mrs. Taka thinks if Isha came even there for book reading. Then Shifali enters. Isha waves at her, then even Mrs. Taka waves at her. Shifali walks to Mrs. Taka first. Then Shantanu says maybe Shifali brought Mrs. Taka's son's alliance for Savi. Isha then says she will push both Shifali and Mrs. Taka away then and hopes the boy is not Mrs. Taka's son. Guys, this episode is actually coming 7 years after the death of Ishan. Now, they're trying to find a new alliance for Savi. So guys, will it actually be easy for Savi to move on just like that? Guys, I know that it's going to be really hard for Savi. Guys, what do you have to say about the episode, and what do you have to say about the new turnaround of the Lost in Love series this time around? Seriously, I am not really cool with it. But notwithstanding, drop what you think about it on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video.